Jerome Powell sworn in as the new chairman of the Federal Reserve in February 2018, President Donald Trump's choice to run the world's most powerful central bank.
I am confident that Jay has the wisdom and leadership to guide our economy through any challenges that our great economy may face.
But just 8 months later, Trump seemed less enamored.
I think the Fed is out of control. I think what they're doing is wrong.
Trump has been constantly criticizing Powell for raising interest rates because he thinks that hinders economic growth. But the public complaints have broken an unwritten rule for independent central banks, that political leaders are supposed to leave them alone.
We want to have an independent central bank that looks beyond the election and say what is right for the entire economy, for the entire country. Now, if you have a politician who's attacking the independence of the central bank, then you bring up the whole problem of political interference. That's dangerous.
That kind of interference was blamed for Argentina's inflation crisis, while central banks in the United Kingdom, Turkey, South Africa and Russia have also come under political pressure recently. Trump isn't the first US president to try to interfere with the Fed. During the 1960s and 70s, Presidents Lyndon Johnson and Richard Nixon were both accused of trying to compromise the Fed's independence for their own aims. But the Fed's independence has grown stronger in the modern era, since it was given the dual task of trying to keep inflation in check and maximize employment using steady, sustainable growth. But the problem for the Fed is that Trump wants to turbocharge economic growth. Jerome Powell has so far resisted the pressure.
If the president asked you to resign, would you do it? No.
And even if he was appointed by the president, he's ultimately accountable to the US Congress for how he does his job, not the White House. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.